love him. I will be thankful for them. There are really no more words to say, but I know there will be many more tears as we all remember. This next letter is from a high school friend in Germany. Dear Alessandro, Stephen was very active in high school in theater, clubs, and student government. Stephen was a member of the International Thespian Society sophomore, junior, and senior years of high school. Freshman year marked the beginning of Stephen's high school thespian experience. He watched in awe as the seniors as they enticed their interest in the year's first production, She Stoops to Conquer. After deciding that this was the thing for him, he leaped with enthusiasm to the spring musical production of Anything Goes at the Stagehand. During his sophomore year, Stephen was involved in set making, props, and costumes for Arsenic and Old Lake, and cartoons. He was a member of the mission band in the spring musical production of Diamond Dogs. In his junior year of high school, Stephen had chorus parts in A Midsummer Night's Dream and spring musical Kiss Me Kate. Steve also began to become more involved in creating sets and sound. Stephen was honored by his peers in his senior year by being chosen as the president of the Thespian Club. He played Anton Antonovich during his senior year in the 1978 production of The Government Inspector. Stephen was also a production crew member for this performance. The same year, he also performed as Lazar Wolf in the spring musical production of Fiddler on the Roof. Or Laser Wolf. He was the stage manager for this production and was on the staff for publicity and tickets. Other activities in which Stephen was involved during high school include student council, yearbook, co-business manager, National Honor Society, Latin Club, and chorus. Steve earned several outstanding academic awards, including the Rotary Club Award, French Medal, and History Medal. Smarty pants. At the end of the senior year, we did several traditional activities, one of which was to predict how lives would turn out. Steve's future was predicted as follows, quote, Steve Kleiser will go to Broadway. His first job will be to pull up the curtain at the Schubert Theater. But Steve won't give up, no sir. After years of hard work, toil, and sweat, he'll make the chorus in Springtime for Fiddler. Good luck, Steve, end quote. Little did they know how much more he would accomplish. No matter the time, the miles, or the space, Steve is the very best friend I've ever had. I won't miss him because he's been physically away from me for many years. He's in my heart and in my soul forever. Peace, Jerry Bennett. And finally, this letter is from Jackie of Squonk. Squonk Opera at Stephen Kleiser. His memory lives on in our minds and on our backs. Stephen was the wonderful man who frocked and defrocked me nightly, and even got paid for it. We Squonkers had the pleasure and honor of working with Stephen after making the trek from Pittsburgh to the glitter of the Great White Way. From day one, Stephen managed to fit right in with us, teasing us all the day long. He always made me chuckle, even in the most stressful of situations. From the amazing glory of opening night to the melancholy of closing. Stephen reminded us all in his very presence that what was really important, the joy of life and camaraderie, no matter what the box office production pressures were. We worked with Stephen back in the year 2000, and yet only